The Battle of Bhima Koregaon, fought on January 1, 1818, was a significant event in Indian history that has grown in importance over time, particularly in Dalit socio-political consciousness. This battle, part of the Third Anglo-Maratha War, saw a decisive conflict between the British East India Company and the forces of the Peshwa faction of the Maratha Confederacy. While the British emerged victorious, the battle is remembered for its unique composition of combatants and its lasting socio-political implications. Historical background: decline of the Maratha Empire. The Maratha Empire, once a dominant force in India, faced internal conflicts and external pressures in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. The Peshwas, originally appointed as administrators, became de facto rulers, consolidating power in Pune. However, their rule was marked by internal dissent among the Maratha chieftains, such as the Scindias, Holkars, and Bonals. The Third Anglo-Maratha War 1817–1818 was a culmination of these tensions and the growing expansionist ambitions of the British East India Company. Social stratification under the Peshwas. The Peshwa administration was characterized by rigid caste hierarchies, with Brahmins occupying the top positions. The Dalits, historically referred to as untouchables, faced severe discrimination and exploitation under this regime. One such Dalit community was the Mahars, who were traditionally excluded from many aspects of society, including the military, despite their history as warriors. The context of the battle. British-Maratha rivalry. By the early 19th century, the British East India Company sought to establish dominance over India. The Peshwas, led by Baji Rao II, resisted British influence but suffered defeats in several encounters. In December 1817, after losing Pune to the British, Baji Rao II fled to the countryside, rallying his forces for a counterattack. Recruitment of Mahars. The British, in their quest to expand their army, began recruiting from marginalized communities, including the Mahars. This policy offered Dalits an opportunity for social mobility and a chance to escape oppressive caste structures. The 2nd Battalion of the 1st Regiment of Bombay Native Infantry, primarily composed of Mahar soldiers, was instrumental in the Bhima Koregaon battle. The Battle of Bhima Koregaon. The Maratha Army. Baji Rao II assembled a formidable force of approximately 20,000 soldiers, including cavalry and infantry, to regain control of Pune. His troops outnumbered the British forces significantly, giving him confidence in reclaiming lost territories. The British forces. The British contingent, stationed at Koregaon near the Bhima River, consisted of around 800 soldiers, including 500 Mahar infantrymen, along with other native and European troops. The commander of the British forces was Captain Francis Staunton, who was tasked with holding the strategic position at Koregaon. The battle begins. On January 1, 1818, the Peshwa's forces launched a full-scale attack on the British garrison at Koregaon. Despite being vastly outnumbered, the British soldiers, particularly the Mahars, displayed remarkable courage and resilience. The battle lasted for almost 12 hours, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. Key moments. The Maratha forces, using their superior numbers and cavalry, launched repeated charges against the British defences. However, the British soldiers, fortified in their position, managed to repel these attacks. The Mahars, accustomed to guerrilla warfare and trained under the British, played a pivotal role in defending the outpost. Their determination to prove their worth and fight against the oppressive Peshwa regime fueled their bravery. As night fell, the Peshwa's forces, unable to breach the British lines, retreated, leaving the battlefield to the British. Outcome and aftermath. British victory. The British officially declared the battle a victory, though it was a hard-fought contest. The valor of the Mahar soldiers was widely acknowledged, and the British recognized their contribution by erecting a memorial obelisk at Bhima Koregaon in 1818. Strategic impact. The defeat at Koregaon dealt a significant blow to the morale of the Peshwa forces. Baji Rao II's hopes of reclaiming power dwindled, and within a few months, he surrendered to the British. This marked the end of the Maratha Empire and the consolidation of British rule in India. Symbolism and legacy. Dalit empowerment. For Dalits, particularly the Mahars, the battle became a symbol of resistance against caste oppression. It represented their ability to challenge the dominance of upper caste rulers like the Peshwas. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, a key figure in the Indian Dalit movement and architect of the Indian Constitution, visited the Koregaon Memorial in 1927, highlighting its significance as a site of Dalit pride. Annual commemorations. Every year on January 1, thousands of Dalits gather at the Bhima Koregaon Memorial to pay homage to the Mahar soldiers who fought in the battle. The event has become a focal point for discussions on caste, equality, and justice in India. Controversies. In recent years, the commemoration has faced opposition from certain groups who view it as a challenge to their historical narratives. The battle and its remembrance continue to evoke debates about caste, identity, and history in modern India. Conclusion. The Battle of Bhima Koregaon transcends its immediate historical context to serve as a powerful symbol of resistance and empowerment. While it was a military engagement between the British and the Marathas, its deeper significance lies in the way it has been embraced by marginalized communities as a testament to their resilience. The legacy of this battle reminds us of the complex interplay between history, power, and identity in shaping contemporary India.